Hello and welcome to another episode of Improv Sucks, the only show where we show you how improv sucks by being so good at it. I'm your host, Nelson Velasquez, and with me, I've got one of the most important, influential men of 2021 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, located right about there. It's Mr. Sean Francis. Sean, how are you doing?
Please. I'm only the fifth most important person.
Only, yes, behind the mayor and the guy on the corner selling waters.
Yeah, that's true.
You are a performer over at the Comedy Project, one of the most beautiful venues that do sketch, improv, stand-up, all kinds of comedy over in Grand Rapids. Is there any info you can share with us about what's going on in Grand Rapids right now?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, like you said, it's a sketch and improv theater in Grand Rapids. We have a team of sketch and improv people that do shows Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And then I run a open mic type variety show on Mondays where anyone in the community or outside can come and submit if they want to do stand-up or sketch or something that doesn't quite fit into a normal space. So, whatever goes. So, but yeah, at the theater, they've got upcoming shows for the winter. There's a sketch review coming up called The Fast and the Furious. And we've got spooky shows for Halloween that we're still running some of them. So yeah, just check out the website for all the shows and come check something out if you're in the Grand Rapids area.
And I think is it the comedy project? What's the URL?
I think it's thecomedyproject.com.
There we go. Make it simple. Make it simple. Well, speaking of websites, you and I have never worked on a website together, but I think we should start after we do this scene together. So you and I are going to do a scene, and we're going to grab a word off my random word generator here. It's going to inspire a scene, and we're also going to get a celebrity as well that will influence the scene in some way, shape, or form. Are you ready for me to hit the random word generator button?
I'm so ready.
Here we go. Bubble is our word. Bubble is the word. And I need you to pick a number between 1 and 8.
Let's do 3.
3. Keanu Reeves is our celebrity. Keanu Reeves is our celebrity. Whoa. Cool. So ladies and gentlemen, Sean and I present to you Bubble and Keanu Reeves.
What you got there, bud?
Soliloquy. Nice to see you at the shindig.
Well, dang. Those are pretty cool, man. I didn't think we were allowed to bring in outside props or substances, but
hey,
I'd known.
This one has no medicinal, nor organic, nor legal ramifications within it.
It's straight up bubbles. Wow, that's cool. So, they don't do anything. They just do that. They float and then they pop.
Yeah. Soliloquy, ever since you and I got together way back in the day, doing poetry slams and doing all kinds of music and mural work, I've been full of life and just trying to encapsulate it in perfection, if you know what I mean. Like, what's more perfect than putting air into a substance that forms a perfect circle?
Dang. Man. You know what, Bartholomew? You're right. I've never thought about it that way, but like, we should all try to be more like a bubble. Transparent. Why are we doing anything?
Yeah.
We should be able to let anybody see through us, see around us, see whatever the colors do based off the refractal of the light, and then just let it be what it is. Right. That's so deep, man.
See, That's what I'm talking about. That is what I've been trying to get you to tap into with your art. I want you to tap into the transparency of the initiation and the motivation for you to share your inner being.
You know what? I've been doing all this freelance work for all these businesses around town.
Right.
They're just trying to get me to advertise their stuff and make posters and graphics, and it's just covering it up whatever's behind the real thing, the real story. I should just be exposing it like the bubble.
Right. See, like, that's the thing. Do you feel more fulfilled now that you finally have an apartment of your own instead of sleeping under a bridge like me?
I do feel like fulfilled in a lot of ways. Yeah. So are you saying I shouldn't be, though?
I'm just saying, when you're a slave to the corporate interests, well, are you really free?
You raise a good point. But I also like my bed. Yeah. I don't know. I'm conflicted now. Now you're bringing too many conflictions in. And I thought this was just supposed to be just a chill party where we could get together and we could hang out and then maybe network and share some of the work that we've been doing. But you're bringing in this bubble thing.
Hold on. But when you lie in that bed, are you really lying to yourself?
I mean, technically I'm sleeping, so my brain's just showing me lies in the form of dreams. There's things that aren't really happening.
When you're here networking, are you really just plugging yourself back into the web that holds you back and just captures your spirit?
I'm like a fly trapped by a spider.
That's right.
I need to eat some more of these hors d'oeuvres.
Hey,
I'm just full disclosure, man. I took an edible before I got here, and so I'm again starting to get really paranoid, and all the things that you're throwing at me are getting me real wigged out.
I've been clear-minded ever since, the grand split of 2020.
You mean when we kicked you out of the apartment?
I like to call it the grand split of 2020. I think it was the pandemic that was causing everyone to act a little loopy, not within their own operating Thetan kind of seismic best interest. And so
now that we're talking about it, the reason we kicked you out is because, one, none of us were employed, but we were all getting, stimulus checks, but you were spending yours on bubbles.
Hey, what better way for you to cope with the isolation and the judgment of not being able to find employment or a gainful way of supporting yourself than by reminding people that we shouldn't even have money. We should have things that are free. And what's more free than the air enveloped inside of a bubble?
Yeah, but you were also bringing over a bunch of weird people that weren't wearing masks or anything, so...
Yeah, because I don't want them to breathe in the toxins of corporate America back into their lungs. You just exhaled it, right? And now it's trapped in the mask and they just inhale it again and they never break out of the cycle. They're still blue-pilled.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff that you were doing that wasn't cool. And I think I'm good on the bubble thing, man. I'm gonna stick with my my corporate sellout gig because at least I'm not living under a bridge.
All right. May your soul be free and may your journey be unencumbered.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna. This is a private party now that I'm realizing. Did you get an invite or?
Whoa.